Hello, survivors. Welcome to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Geoffrey Card, and that's Brant Fitzgerald.
Hello.
And you notice that our titles have changed. Normally, we've got different titles on there, but today we are celebrating the roles that we played on State of Decay 1 Lifeline.
Yes.
Because we are here in Lifeline. We're here in the Year 1 Survival Edition, and we're basically doing a blast from the past today to celebrate Yos. And partly, it's because we've got our favorite challenge going on right now in the Year 1 Survival Edition, which is the one that unlocks Pie. Pie was a long-requested feature from our community, mostly in jest. They didn't think we were really going to put it in, and we totally did. So we're going to be doing that. But you can start a new game whenever you want to. We're going to basically survive the last... I've already survived 4 sieges in Lifeline, and so we're going to survive the 5th siege, unlock the Pie. It's going to be great. But why are we playing in the Year 1 Survival Edition? Well, there's some reasons. So we've got several different big things to talk about today. We're going to be talking about Steam. Oh, by the way, it starts with a fight, as our game loves to do.
Oh, there's
You
my
hear that?
voice.
You hear that? There's Brant, the voice of Doghouse.
Back when we were going cheap on the voice acting.
And yeah, so we're going to be talking about Steam. We're going to be doing a giveaway, actually. We're going to be giving away, I'll just tell you about that in a minute. We're doing a big giveaway, so keep your eye out for that. We're going to be talking about a couple of different things we're doing on Steam, actually. Like State of Decay 2 is coming to Steam, and also we're doing kind of a fun thing with the Year 1 Survival Edition on Steam. And at the very end of the stream, we're going to have Henry Goffin come in, again, as always, to talk with us a little bit about the future. So... for right now, though, what are we doing? So we have just dropped into Danforth.
I can't believe you just talked over all of my lines.
I know. Well, you know what? Your character will not shut up, and so we're eventually...
He does eventually shut up.
That's true, but he mostly just verbally abuses the player throughout most of the game.
As is the norm with characters that I played in the first game, they all die horrible, horrible deaths.
That's it. I explicitly, actually, when I wrote the character of Doghouse, I specifically was like, well, we got to get Brant to play this guy because he dies horribly, and that's what Brant's going to want. So, there we go.
I just went into a danger zone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I got pulled out of the car.
Forgot about danger zones. So I turned down the volume of the game kind of dramatically to make sure that, you know, while we were talking, we weren't kind of getting interference from the dialogue. Because there's a lot of dialogue early on. But I might turn it up just a little bit.
Oh my God, this game is so different from State of Decay.
I know. Like, all the controls are different, right? Finishing zombies is different. The controller aiming is just slightly different. It's just all of your habits are just a little bit wrong.
Now, guys.
Reloading your gun is on Y instead of X, which is just insanity. So, all right.
Oh, we're giving something away?
Oh yeah, we're totally giving something away. So let's talk about that first, actually. So we've got a few different prizes to give away today. And the way we're giving it away is we're doing sort of the automated thing. So if you hit !enter in the chat, if you're watching this live, obviously if you're watching this like on YouTube or Twitch later on, this won't work. But if you type !enter into the chat, you're gonna be entered to win something.
I messed this car up already. I'm gonna switch it out.
Just take the ramp and then pick up the car that comes after the ramp.
Oh, there's a sweet truck right here. Why would I?
Oh, that's true. I know, you don't see the blue ones all the time. That's actually, I think that was kind of a rarer color. So the first thing that we're giving away is this Xbox Game Pass 6-month membership. So that's kind of our grand prize.
Hey, somebody type enter from my computer.
So yeah, so we've got this. This is our grand prize right here. But we've also got, kind of depending on your perspective, maybe this is the grand prize, or maybe this other thing is the grand prize. Let me go get it. Hold on. This thing's a little bit fragile. I didn't want to store it on the floor next to my chair. It was going to get rolled over.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm going to take the jump. I'm taking the jump.
Oh, let's watch the jump.
Yes, perfect.
Oh yes. Was that into a zombie?
Yes, it was.
Nice. We've got these original State of Decay posters. This isn't even Year 1 Survival Edition. This is original State of Decay poster from back in the day, covered in the signatures of the team.
The current team.
The current team. So yeah, we couldn't, and which includes a lot of overlap with the original team. But there's some new folks on here. But yeah, Megan found these and was like, we've got to give these away as a special prize. So she got us all to sign them, and so we got 2 of these and 1 Game Pass membership. So enter the contest, or enter the giveaway. It's called a giveaway, not a contest. Enter the giveaway.
That's right.
And you can get this stuff. I'm going to go put this back very safely so they don't damage it.
All you guys, everybody who's like, hey, the NPCs don't get into cars. It's a lot better than it used to be.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so that's the number one thing. We're doing a giveaway right now. But, so let's talk about some of the other big news that we've got going on. While you're on your way, actually, maybe we should talk about it after you get to Black Friday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get there, and doesn't it trigger right away?
It triggers right away. So I'm going to hold off on the next news, though a lot of you already know what it is, but I'll hold off on the next news until we've actually been through the siege. So the challenge for this month, for every November.
Actually, before I go, I want to find the Futter, Old Mother Futter's pies.
I think it's already started. It got triggered.
Oh. Okay.
You got to get in there. They're going to be screwed.
I better. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
We may be restarting. I don't know.
So, anyway, so basically, the way that Lifeline works, for those of you who have never played State of Decay Lifeline, you're in a military unit that's been dropped into a city that is completely overrun with zombies. You can only stay on the outskirts of the city because the inside of the city is just completely dominated by zombies. We call it the danger zone. So you're out here. You're here to basically to rescue a series of high-value targets. And every time, nice.
What did I tell you? No problem.
No problem at all. So basically, every time you try to rescue people, your base gets sieged by zombies. And so the challenge this month is to survive 5 sieges. And you can do that by playing a bunch of Lifeline and getting through 5 sieges the normal way, or you can cheese it like I did and play the beginning 5 times. So this is the 5th time we played through the beginning, and you can totally cheese it that way.
Oh, I missed that finisher.
Oh, that finisher was great.
I missed that. We got to get that back.
The stomping on the head.
Yes, the jumping over the back. It's the
sheer
best.
amount of blood that comes out of these zombies when you get headshots is ridiculous.
Well, they were fresher.
Yeah, they were fresher back then.
They were fresher
That's right.
back
Then
then.
they're kind of dusty.
These are, remember, this timeline is
Oh,
like...
what's that? What's that?
Rare achievement.
Black Friday 2019.
Hey, listen, 0.02%. You guys need to, come on.
Get with it.
Get with the program. We very much appreciate the 0.02% of
Yeah,
people.
I'm
who-
actually kind of impressed that it's that high, considering how old this game is. Because that means that of all the people who own this game, 0.02% of them have actually played through 5 of these sieges this month, which is pretty impressive.
The thing I loved about, one of the things I loved about Lifeline is that it was much more like wide open run and gun. It was giving you a little bit, and the moonwalk. Giving you a little bit of expanding the play space a little bit to not so much like, oh, I can't make noise, I can't.
Yeah, we deliberately sort of targeted. We wanted to come up with a version of the game where using guns was okay. So here you got a lot of allies, you've got a lot of guns, and the areas where you're playing tend to be very small and accessible by car, and so you can kind of get in, make a bunch of noise, make a huge mess, and get out again. And particularly during the sieges, there's no point in being quiet at all. There's so many zombies just rushing at you. You can just fire your guns like crazy.
Look at that! I'm calling in some holiday pie.
And so that was just delivered to your supply locker, or did we even call it the supply locker back then? I don't even remember anymore.
Storage? I don't know.
It says storage. It says supply locker. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so our prize
There
was
it is.
pie, 24 slices of pie.
24 slices of pie.
It's so good. It's Blappleberry pie.
Blappleberry pie. Don't even ask us what that means.
So Typed Metal 125 asks us, how does it feel to look back on our older work?
Oh, I have so much love for this.
It was just this tiny little scrappy team. Like most of the studio at the time was actually working on our other game that got canceled.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and it was just like me, you, and a handful of other people working on this little thing. And it was just like this tiny little labor of love.
Yeah. James McMillan basically built the entire level. I mean, he did all of our levels, but
while the rest of us were working on Breakdown, which is the previous DLC,
he was
building this.
It was started out as just a proof of concept to see if we could do something that felt more like a city.
Yeah.
And one day he shows up and he goes, "Hey guys, look what I did. And we're all like, we gotta build a game!
Yeah. So we came up, so we had a handful of different ideas for what our second DLC might be, and we picked one that fit the map really well, and which was to do sort of a military-themed operation where, it was less of sort of where Breakdown was kind of the open-ended, run around and do whatever you want kind of mode, for eternity. Lifeline was meant to be a very focused, short-term, replayable experience. So it kind of went in the opposite direction from Breakdown. Kind of the way that, Lifeline and Heartland actually have a lot in common. In that they're very short story-focused, challenge-focused adventures, kind of in the world of State of Decay. So Lalo RG wants to know, what is the story behind those pies?
Okay, so before we, seconds after Jeff Strain announced that he formed a studio, there was a forum that started up called MMOZ in the UK that instantly became our community.
Yeah.
And among them was somebody named Dantron, who...
Good old Dantron.
Over the years, I haven't heard from Dantron in a while, but over the years, Dantron always... He had a character that he played on our forums. Dantron was a time-traveling robot from the future. And he never broke character. Never
Just
once.
Not even once.
Never once. He said his favorite thing in the whole world is Blappleberry, which is toxic to humans. But he found it when he, I don't know, went to the future somewhere. I can't remember the whole story. And then another one of our longtime fans, E5 Futter, I should say, always wanted pie in the game too, and so we sort of combined those two, and so now we have pie, and there's pie trucks scattered around this
this level,
around this around Lifeline, that are E-Futter's pies or something like that. We'll find one.
Like Futter's pies.
Futter's pies, yeah.
You'll have to see one of those. So I think we're supposed to get all the zombies in this area, and we're probably just missing one.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh man. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's over behind the truck. I think maybe that one is probably within the volume.
Take that one out.
Hopefully the other three back there aren't. Do I have to take them all out? How does this game work?
No,
I don't even know.
I think there's probably one running around back here somewhere.
All right, well, while you're looking for that zombie, let's talk about some of the news that we've got lately. So, State of Decay 2 mysteriously now has a Steam page.
What?
So this is our Steam page. So for a long time, people have been asking us, is State of Decay 2 ever coming to Steam? And we've always not been able to answer the question. We've kind of, evaded and stuff like that for various reasons, but now it actually is coming to Steam. And so for those of you who have been, kind of holding out and not buying the game, you have got a place where you can wishlist it. You'll notice the date down there says early 2020, so it's not coming out immediately, but you can go down there, you can wishlist it. You can tell your friends who have Steam how great State of Decay 2 is and how they should wishlist it. So that's a really, really awesome tool you've got there. And basically, it's giving us the opportunity to bring State of Decay 2 to a whole new audience that of players who maybe are not into into the Xbox, who don't have a console, or who aren't interested in consoles, or who don't usually shop on the Microsoft Store for games. They never would have encountered our game. So that's going on, and sort of to celebrate this, and to sort of to kind of call a little bit more of attention to this, we're doing something. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, we're doing something else that we kind of that we haven't announced yet. This is actually, you're hearing this for the very first time. We're going to be taking anyone who bought the original State of Decay on Steam in the next short while are going to get a free copy of the Year 1 Survival Edition.
That's right.
So if you bought the State of Decay 1 and never wanted to upgrade to the Year 1 Survival Edition because, it cost a little bit of extra money, you will now get a copy of State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition for free. And if you were one of the intrepid fans who did buy the original game and then bought the Year One Survival Edition on Steam, you also get a free copy of the Year One Survival Edition on Steam, which you can give to someone else. I'm just
gonna interrupt you for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Can you read that name there?
That says Betty Jo Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's your mom, right?
That's my mom.
So she's the one who actually came up with a lot of the framed art in the game, which appears in the original State of Decay.
Yeah.
There's Kilo.
This is my homage to my mom who passed away.
I need to clear this thing.
But she was a great artist, and I put some of my favorite pieces from her career in there. Anyways, that's old news. Everybody's seen that.
Yeah, that's not everybody though. I mean, we used to talk about that all the time when we did the older streams in State of Decay 1, but yeah, no, a lot of folks probably don't even know that. So anyway, so that's going on. So it probably hasn't happened quite yet. It's probably in the next couple of days maybe. We'll kick that off. And so if you bought the original State of Decay 1, watch your Steam inventory. You should see a Year One Survival Edition copy sort of drop in there for free. So, I don't know, maybe they'll make a good Christmas. If you've already got the Year One Survival Edition, maybe that will make a nice Christmas gift for someone. Or if you never did buy the Year One Survival Edition because you only played the original State of Decay and its expansions on Steam, now you can come back and check out sort of the upgraded version. We made graphical upgrades to it. We added sort of the knife combat to it. That was where the knives first showed up. Cleo made her first appearance in the Year One Survival Edition. She was never in the original versions of the game. She was only Year One Survival Edition. So there's lots of stuff in the Year One Survival Edition that you might have missed out on. So hopefully you'll enjoy that, and sort of a little bit of a holiday gift from us. And we've still got people talking about pie in the chat. Actually, you know what? I'm betting the chat died. Oh, yeah, chat totally died. That's why I'm not seeing any new stuff. Well, wow, it is super dead. I have to close the window down to the taskbar. All right, well, let me go try to open up another copy of the chat so I can see what you folks are actually saying. Mm-hmm. So if I missed out on your questions, that's why. It's because my chat died and I didn't notice. Oh, okay, so we got some big questions about Steam that we need to answer. Thank you for reminding me. Modding Natted asked one of them, which is, can I bring my save files over to the Steam version? Actually, I'm not sure about that. I was queuing up like I was about to answer that question, and I'm not dead certain. So I'm sorry I can't answer that yet, but we will make sure we have an answer for you before the Steam version comes out. But other questions that I know the answer to include, will people who are playing the game, who have the game through the Windows Store, be able to play with players who are playing it on Steam? And yes, so we've got full cross-play between both. So it doesn't matter which version of you get, what store you bought it from, you'll still be able to play with your friends across the different versions. So that's an answer that I can definitely give you. Beyond that, beyond that answer, there aren't a lot we can give. We've only just barely announced it. And so there's going to be more details coming in the fairly near future. Probably basically early next year. Sort of watch this space and watch all of our social media feeds and things like that. And we'll give you more information about that Steam version and what
I'm just trying to find
what form it takes.
I'm trying to find the pies. Oh, there's the Gronquist Princess Tarta.
The Gronquist Princess Tarta. What is that?
Those are called princess cakes.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Gronk is one of our longtime artists here.
Yeah, he's most of the effects and explosions and fire and things like that in the game are all about
all of it, except for we had some contract stuff too. But Gronk is the man when it comes to our effects. I'm trying to find a pie truck.
So, Will Rowe asks, can you explain the Heartland ending? You're on the wrong stream for that. You should have asked Andy Collins that, because he's the one who wrote the ending.
Oh, that's right. You can't write your cards.
Oh, that's right. You can't flip cards in the original game. Well, you picked a good spot to do it.
Yeah,
There's a car right over there.
That's the other thing. We were never really mean about the cars in this one, too. There's lots of cars.
Yeah. Now, high-level breakdown, we would call out a lot of the cars, but most of the game, we tried to, especially Lifeline.
Get in!
The highways in Lifeline are
Dr.
full
Horn!
of cars, because you're pretty much screwed if you don't have a car and you're on the highway.
I don't want to see anybody chatting about my driving ability. I haven't played this in a very long time.
Oh, so Henry just sent me a message that there may be some questions that I don't know the answer to about Steam that he does know the answer to about Steam. So if I can't answer it, he might be able to get you the answer. So he's watching.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, so he's watching, he's paying attention, so he'll have more answers for you folks when he comes in, and that's going to be at about 3:50, about at the 50-minute mark. So
right. This is one of my favorites right here. We expended a lot of our breakable memory limit on what I'm going to show you now.
Okay, I'm not even sure what's coming.
I don't think anybody really does. Here we go. Here we go.
What is this? Oh, this.
Boom! Where'd it go?
It went off the cliff. It's off the edge. I think you can probably go down the exit and find it.
That was worth it. That was worth it.
So much game resources.
Yep.
Though actually, I gotta say, playing the Year One Survival Edition on modern hardware, it is so slick. The frame rate is great.
Yeah.
It makes me feel so good about this game to a degree that I never did when it was on the original hardware.
I have to use the Norma. I have to.
Amarga Vita asks, wasn't that an achievement to try to knock that thing around?
It may have
It
been.
may have been. I think we've
honestly
already
can't.
got it, so we wouldn't have seen us earn it just now.
This area was kind of fun too. There's some fun secrets and stuff down here.
Oh, so Ouchio Kids had a question. Do you need, in order to get the free copy of Yo's, do you need to have actually bought the DLC packs on Steam, or do you just need to have bought the original State of Decay?
Original, I believe.
Just the original, yeah. You don't need to have bought Breakdown or Lifeline separately in order to get upgraded to Yo's, or to get the free copy of Yo's. And so that means that we know that for a lot of people, the reason we're streaming Lifeline, partly it's because of the challenge, but partly it's because this is the thing that you'll get. If you bought the original State of Decay but never bought the DLC, and now you're getting the Year One Survival Edition, this is a huge part of what you're going to be getting, is getting to play this DLC for the first time.
So if anybody ever saw Night of the Living Dead, that one barrel has a zombie stuck in it from that movie. You can see his face right there.
You're reminding me of Easter eggs that I have not thought about in so long.
I thought I was so clever.
I mean, it's definitely a deep cut. Awesome Twitch Dude had a question. Are you guys still working on other stuff, or was the Steam release it? No, the Steam release was not it. We are working on lots of things that have nothing to do with Steam. The Steam release is mostly it's a programmery thing. It's something that we definitely need to do some work to make it happen. But it's a small segment of the team that actually is doing that work. Most of us are not programmers. Most of us are not specialists in this kind of thing, and we're working on other stuff.
We have not been resting. Let's just say that.
Yeah, so we can't talk in detail about a lot of the stuff that we've been doing. Expect some more details on that sometime in the future. But yeah, no, we've got a full team of every kind of developer working on this game right now, and only a tiny fraction of them are necessary for Steam. So Steam is the thing we're announcing right now that we're really excited about. But there's a lot more coming in the future.
Oh, how can anybody? Sorry, Fallout Girl. I'm gonna dump the Norma, because how can you not be in the city and ride in style?
Yeah, exactly right. You got to have that fabric top. Everything. Wow.
Wait for 4 minutes while the guy gets in.
Undead Mark is like, can't wait to drop all the redacted. Yeah, so Undead Marker's on our team, and he cannot talk about most of the things that he's working on. He can talk about some of them. He's been contributing a lot to the content packs that we've been dropping for the Bounty Broker. That's not all he's been doing. It's not all that any of us has been doing. So yeah, there's still more coming in the future.
Wow.
And every time Henry comes on here, and he's going to come on here towards the end. And he doesn't necessarily have to wait until 3:50 if he really wants to come early. Though I don't have enough camera space to fit all three of us on.
I got to get a different car again.
What?
Because the bottle, the energy drink thing that you can launch.
Yeah.
There's actually a better setup.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But you need to have a faster car.
I need the fast car, and it's right
Okay.
here.
Oh, I love that. That's the fast car.
Again, the Brogan Sport.
Nice. I love this make of car has sort of survived for a really long time.
Good. Started off well. Okay, where is it?
Susan is also redacting her comments.
Okay, watch what happens when I hit this thing now. Boom! Yeah, big time.
Nice. Typed Metal 125 wants to know where you got your shirt.
I got it at, where did I get it?
Almost. Yes, Mom pranced it up.
I got this at Emerald City Comic Con. It is made by Toronto Gay Gaming Association, and I love this T-shirt so much.
It's really cool.
They had some of the best T-shirt designs I've ever seen. I think I bought 3 T-shirts from them that day.
Yeah, Fall Down Go Boom is mourning the fact that Montprance is not here to see you get a car onto a roof.
Oh, Mom Prance wouldn't even bat an eye. He'd be like, come on.
That's the easy one, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to get up on top of those roofs like that for him to be.
But yeah, so Lifeline. Here's everyone's favorite cutscene.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet for a second.
I like to position the camera and really, like, action.
Action shot right
Yep.
there. Here, I'm gonna up the volume for just a sec.
Infected. One of those things.
Oh, I think I also have one of my most
You're wasting
emotive
your time.
lines
I'm not
ever
here to
delivered
decide who's a waste of
in a
time.
video game.
I'm
It
here to
comes
get
up
you
right
out.
after this.
What if I turn
Right.
while we're airborne?
Well, they're significantly
Attack
they're
the
louder.
pilot.
They're as loud as us now.
Bring us all down. What good did I do then?
Hey, whoa!
My time is up. Use your helicopter
He's
to
holding a
save
gun.
somebody else.
Doctor, no!
Oh!
Here we go.
So I guess we call off the medevac.
Oh. Who gave that doctor access to a weapon? There it is. The most wooden delivery. I mean, oh man.
I know that sounded great. I loved that line. I don't know what you're talking. Who gave that doctor access to a weapon?
I just wasn't happy about it.
Oh no, that's I love that delivery. So I don't know. I thought you were genuinely like saying this is my proudest line because I loved it so much. But apparently you were being sarcastic. But I think you're full of crap.
I had a lot of fun doing the doghouse lines. It was my last. I knew it was going to be my last VO work for State of Decay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have a piece of pie. Oh, how do I eat it? There we go. Yeah. And I put the
Delicious
rest in my
pie.
pocket.
And it supercharges your stamina for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. How can it not?
So I just had to refresh my chat again. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. Typed Metal's like pocket pie.
That's right. Pocket pie, some of the best pie.
So Lifeline was where we first added the ability to load things in the back of a car. Like, so if you think about it,
Was that Rucks and Trucks?
that was Rucks and Trucks. So basically, after the release of State of Decay 1, we had a little bit of a lead time before the PC version, and then 6 months to breakdown, then another like 5 or 6 months until Lifeline. So it was at least a full year during which no one could load anything into the back of a car, and people had to bring home one rucksack at a time. Oh, and you also, and you couldn't load them onto your follower. You could summon a follower from your base to run out to where you were, pick up a rucksack, and then run it home and probably get killed along the way. You had that option. That was the only additional option for bringing more than one rucksack home at a time. And it was crazy. And then when Lifeline came out, suddenly you could load 6 rucksacks into the back of a truck and drive them home, and the game completely changed at that point.
Yeah. One thing we did remove that a lot of people were wondering why is the ability to call somebody to a specific spot to have them
Pick up a rucksack
pick
or
up a
something.
rucksack.
Yeah, and we never bothered adding that to State of Decay 2 because Rucks and Trucks was so much more effective.
Yeah.
Like, you could get 1 extra rucksack by calling somebody in, but you could bring home 6 or 8 by loading them into a vehicle. So it's like, that would have taken a lot of, sort of engineering time and a lot of QA time to sort of make sure that experience of calling someone from your base to come in, grab a rucksack, and bring it home. And what if you looted the rucksack after you summoned them to grab it? What happens then? Lots of problems to solve? We're like, you know what? It's kind of unnecessary. You've already got cars. Load up the car. And you can bring a follower with you and load a rucksack on their back. You're going to hack that in during one of our updates. So there's all kinds of options that you have now that you never had in the first year of State of Decay.
Even that was a game changer. I mean, just being able to hand it over.
To some other, yeah, totally.
I'm trying to find one of those Danger zones. I think there's one right over here somewhere.
I think you can find them on the map. Ah! Whoa, okay. Maybe that was it. I probably just redlined like crazy. Sorry, microphone. I didn't mean to damage you.
I think I just made some bad choices in life here. I am using the big-ass wrench. That is the technical name for it.
So, Modding Natted and Bilbo are both pointing out that you could technically load a rucksack into the back of a truck by climbing in there and dropping it.
Yeah.
And you would technically, I mean, you would drive home, and if you hit a bump at all, it would go flying out of the back of the truck, and it just would barely work. It was kind of like the experience of really trying to pack something in the back of a pickup truck.
That's right. There were some fun videos of people with just piles of rucks floating around in the back of the car. And since our physics were never meant to deal with that, it got pretty funny. That's a danger zone right there.
Type Metal points out that can you climb that, or do you have to go around through the building?
I have to go around to the outside. That's right. I remember now.
And now I forgot. Oh yeah, Type Metal was pointing out that suppressors used to break in this game. So yeah, so it used to be that suppressors would break. You have to replace them all the time. Now in the new game, suppressors don't break. They just break their guns. So the guns break more often, but the suppressors don't break. So things keep changing.
This is the danger zone.
There we go.
Oh, look. Oh,
look.
Whoa, that was...
Feral and a Juggernaut?
That was such the wrong thing to do.
Are you about to get Alicia killed?
Maybe. I'd eat some more pie, though.
Look. Oh, you got the big-ass wrench. I wasn't even paying attention to the big-ass wrench.
Boom! Look at that. Guess what I'm going to do?
Just get out of here.
See you guys. Phew. Only a couple actually follow you from there.
Oh, we had the little slow motion dodges.
Oh yeah.
And some of the slow motion like kills on the zombies too.
Oh man, they were pulpy.
Yeah, when we added co-op, we got rid of all that slow motion stuff because it would be really inconvenient for
That's
the
right.
other players.
Everybody's game would slow down.
Oh yeah, Amargavita says, don't forget to point out that gasoline in vehicles was not a thing back then. We had the whole fuel resource, but it was only used for making Molotovs.
Yeah.
That was all it was for. You would not actually have to put it in a vehicle. That was actually one of the big things we prioritized to add to State of Decay 2 because people talked about how weird it was so much.
Whatever happened to that? I must have blown the feral up.
I think you did, yeah.
I mean, of course I did.
Well, yeah, that's what you intended to do. That was, exactly what you planned.
There's a feral right there. See you later. I'm going to have to go home and play this because, man, I love this so much. I love this.
C. Kennedy suggests that we should add some Christmas outfits. So that's an excellent idea. Thank you for sharing. The question is, what kind of Christmas outfits would people want? There's a few different directions you could go with an idea like that. Some of them sillier than others, so we'd have to take that under advisement.
There's cat paws on my car.
What?
There are cat paw prints on my car.
Like a cat's been walking across the top of your car.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wow, I never noticed that before.
I didn't either.
We're seeing details in this game that we never noticed before after working on it for years. Of course, I think we up-resed a lot of the textures for the Year 1 Survival Edition, so it's entirely possible that maybe that wasn't in the original version.
It was just so muddy.
Yeah, you couldn't tell, yeah. I love the diner waitress outfit. Like, some of these zombies clearly have very specific lives that they have gotten away from.
Look at that. Look at the resolution of the texture
on
that
Oh, yeah,
bus.
that's gorgeous. So.
Whoa, what?
Oh, that's pretty nice.
And a mace and coffee. I can't drink
room
it.
for coffee.
I gotta dump the big ass wrench.
And is that a Med's rucksack, or is that just a first aid kit? Oh, that's a rucksack. That's right. Cool. Okay, so I want to quickly sum up for folks who joined us late what's going on here. So there's several different things we've announced. First off, we're doing a giveaway right now. where if you hit this, if you hit ! enter in the chat, if you're watching this live, obviously if you're watching the video, sorry you missed it. But we're giving away a free 6-month Game Pass membership, and we're also giving away some State of Decay 1 posters that are signed by the State of Decay 2 team. So there's 2 of those. There's 1 Game Pass membership. So
What was over there?
So keep that in mind. We're also talking about the fact that State of Decay 2 is now up on Steam. It's got a Steam page. It's not available yet. You can't buy it or download it yet, but you can wishlist it. And so if you wishlist it, then you'll be notified by any news that comes down the pipe in early 2020. Right now, all we're saying is that we've got State of Decay 2 coming to Steam, and the details of exactly when and stuff like that. We're gonna save a lot of that stuff for later. But one thing we have talked about is the fact that you can play, like people who are playing the game right now, they got the game from the Microsoft Store. When Steam players start arriving, you can play with them too.
That's right.
So you got full cross-play across all the different platforms. So there's that. And we also just announced that if you bought State of Decay 1 on Steam, then we're going to be basically giving you away a free gift of the Year 1 Survival Edition. So whether or not you bought the Year 1 Survival Edition after buying State of Decay 1, you're going to get a free copy in your Steam inventory of the Year 1 Survival Edition, which means that, if you don't already have Year 1 Survival Edition, then you've got it now, and it's great, and you can try it out. So you've got things like, you got up-res textures throughout the entire game. You've got all the DLC included, so if you didn't buy any of the DLC, like Breakdown or Lifeline, you'll get that. Clio was added to the game with Year 1 Survival Edition, so there's a lot of stuff for you to get. Knife combat was added to the Year 1 Survival Edition. So there's a lot of stuff there that you can get. So that's if you never bought it. If you did buy it, you still get a copy. And now you've got a Christmas gift you can hand off to somebody else. So, think of that special person in your life who loves to play games on Steam, never played State of Decay, and really wants to play it because, you know what? It will not make us unhappy if we end up with more players of State of Decay on Steam as a result of this. So, I would love to phrase it like we're just being incredibly altruistic by giving this away, but really, the bigger our community is, the more people are playing and enjoying this game, the better it is for all of us because, we want more people playing this game. We want to be able to keep supporting State of Decay 2 on into the indefinite future, which means, the more people are playing the game, the easier that is to do. So that's what's going on. So that's our update for folks who joined the stream late. And so right now, Brant and I are showing off Lifeline in the Year 1 Survival Edition. We're playing it on the Xbox One right now, but it's basically the same on all the different platforms. And actually, one thing that we didn't do is I meant to suggest that we grab the school backpack. The cat backpack, which I've totally unlocked. Nick, if you end up back at base before we end, we should probably grab that thing just because it's cool. It's one of my favorite pieces of art in the entire game. That cat backpack.
It's a good one. I will. Well, we can do that right here.
Can we? I think it still arrives in the supply locker.
Yeah.
Now.
But now I won't have to take the time when I'm in base to do it.
That is true.
Which is
so
important.
We didn't have supply drops in the original State of Decay. Like, we didn't have those containers scattered all over the map that could show up because of a radio command or something like that. And so, basically, if we wanted to deliver you something, we could just add it to your supply locker was our only option. So, I mean, it's really convenient that way. It's just, not quite as authentic and compelling as a real-world, event that happens. Looks like a bunch of folks entered the giveaway, which is always fun to see. I'm going to refresh the chat again just because I keep doubting that it's really moving. Oh, Wonder just pointed out that we passed the Dacey's truck at some point. So last time we had Dacey on here, we were talking about the fact that she has a truck named after her.
She wasn't working here then, but her husband was.
Yeah, and he was the main programmer who was working with us on Lifeline. Yeah. So
I threw Dacey in there too, and now she works here.
Yeah, she works here, and her husband doesn't anymore.
Cause and effect.
So she is the person that works here on the game. So occasionally we do streams with her that we call State of Decay. Yeah,
there it is.
The cat backpack. Put it on. I think we have to equip it. There we are. That is so beautiful.
There it is.
One of my favorite things in this game is this cat backpack.
That's right. So awesome. Oh yeah, I updated the ops center There's lots of fun stuff in here. My
What is this?
That's my ex-wife flipping me off.
Should zoom in real close on that one.
That is exactly what she did most of the time. Don't get me wrong, she's great, but that's hilarious. I totally forgot that I put that in there.
Everyone in the chat is laughing.
There was fun stuff. You know, it's funny. A lot of stuff got made for this that because we were kind of allowed to just go crazy because we were on our own really because so many of the people in the company were working hard on Moonrise.
Yeah.
Man, I keep forgetting which. How do I get up? That's right. To my base.
So Big Lou wants to know, how do you unlock Gurubani Kar? So Gurubani Kar was a character that shipped with Lifeline. That shipped with the Year One Survival Edition. She was available in Breakdown. I think you could call her in other ways too. And how do you get her? So she was for people who bought the original State of Decay and then also bought the Year One Survival Edition because we weren't able at the time to do that sort of the free upgrade that we're doing now. We wanted to make sure that people who had bought both versions got something special that no one else got. So that is probably another thing that if you get this gift of the Year One Survival Edition and you did buy the original State of Decay, you'll get Gurubani. I believe, and I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't. So I haven't personally gone and tested it, but I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work. Awesome Twitch dude says, what are the chances of shark hoodies? The chance of rolling the shark hoodie guy in the original game was pretty low. The chance of getting him in Breakdown was you just had to get to the point where you unlocked him in Breakdown. The chances of us adding shark hoodies to State of Decay 2, which I think might have been your actual question, undetermined. We have announced no shark hoodies in State of Decay 2. We've got a lot of other hoodies, though. I think we might have squid hoodies and donkey hoodies and lizard hoodies. There's a lot of lizard hoodies in the game right now. So you've got your options.
Wow, this is just a blast from the past.
I know. Quicksedal wants us to do a Shark Week celebration at some point.
We have a remembrance wall.
Oh, look at that. Mr. Tripp is asking for koala hoodies.
I mean,
to memorialize the koala.
Say it louder, and Susan, our outfit person, might hear you, and she'll just go, "I'm gonna do that," and it'll be done.
Yeah, we never quite know what's gonna come out when we throw ideas in that direction.
And often she just says, "Oh, by the way, I made this," and we're like, "Oh, build a pack around it."
Yeah, somebody made just the bare suggestion of doing a swine and bovine mascot, for instance, and she came back with the S&B mask, which was not what anyone asked for, and way better than anything anyone had imagined.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna go do the impossible mission.
Ossiman wants to know, is there a way to reset the Breakdown characters and unlock them all again? Loved the challenges. Well, so I think when you're in the middle of Breakdown, I'm pretty sure you can still unlock the challenges and get the rewards. Or it's been so long since I worked on Breakdown, maybe I'm wrong about that. But I think you can still kind of earn them. You just can't unlock them again like they were, locked and then unlocked again. But I think you can still call them in the middle of the game. I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me. So Henry is on his way in, so we're gonna be able to do some question and answer with him in just a second, and then at some point Megan should tell me about what time I should be ready to announce the winners of the giveaway.
There's a juggernaut down here. There's a danger zone.
This was always our favorite place. Whenever we were demoing Lifeline, like at PAX East, we would take people down here as their very last thing, so they would just get completely murdered in a dark tunnel, and it would end up putting their deaths on a huge screen above our booth, so they would see what was going on.
It was getting those tunnels. Talk about problems with lighting. Getting those tunnels to be dark was an amazing feat of of engineering by our tech art lead, Steve.
Yeah, that is true. It's not easy to make anything in the game behave differently from other things, including making a tunnel in technically an outdoor level.
All right,
dark as night. So you can keep playing the game. I'm gonna slide this thing over here. And Henry, why don't you come join us?
Yeah.
So Henry's gonna have a seat with us. This is Henry Goffin.
Hi, buddy.
This is Henry Goffin.
Where's the camera?
So the camera's right here, and I've luckily switched away from the gameplay because something disastrous is going on in Brant's game.
I don't know what happened, but I think Brant should just turn the car right around.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Brant just got out of it. Sweet. I have no idea if we got a few frames of that on camera or not.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
excellent.
This is
Hi,
Henry.
Everybody. I'm the product director here at State of Decay 2, and whenever I come on, I'm usually like, yeah, we got some future plans, we got some stuff happening, so sit tight, and we're going to release stuff as it's ready. I'm sure Geoffrey gave you some of that spiel earlier. I was listening in.
Yeah, totally.
It's all still true, and yes, we do have, we have a full development team working on State of Decay 2. It's actually kind of astonishing. No, we're not talking about future specifics or release dates or things like that. I'm here to talk about Steam right now. We're coming out on Steam. We're coming in early 2020. That's all we're saying so far.
Are we getting
If we were working on a bunch of stuff, it would be awfully silly for us to have a vague date like early 2020 and not have anything to show for it by the time we settled it down. So I promise we'll be talking a lot more about what all is coming in early 2020. But I do have some answers about questions I've seen specifically about the Steam version of the game. Right off the bat, one of the questions that I've seen a lot of is, can we crossplay? Yes, absolutely, you can crossplay. You can invite your friends from Xbox Live, you can invite your Steam friends, and everybody can all play State of Decay 2 together. Every version of the game on every platform will be fully compatible, have all the same feature set, have all of the same content. So there's not going to be like a best platform. We just want everyone to play the game. So that's that, really. Another question I've seen a lot of is, does it require a Microsoft account? Yes. It does require an Xbox Live account to play. But that doesn't mean that so there's, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of Microsoft games have all started requiring Xbox Live accounts. Like Gears 5 came out, and it was the first. There's talk of it for Age of Empires and some of the other titles. So yes, we will require an Xbox Live account. It is free. You do not have to buy gold. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to give them a credit card. It's literally a 3-click sign up, and you can sign up completely from within the game, and that's that. And the other question that comes up then is, do you have to be online to play? And the answer will be no. We will support offline play. Some of the features are tied to Xbox Live, like achievements are tied to Xbox Live. We will have Steam achievements too, but we require you to be online to earn achievements because of the Xbox Live integration. But we will totally have offline play. We'll use Steam Cloud, so everything you would expect a first-class Steam game to have, we will have on Steam. No question. Other than that,
Is that all we can answer right now?
I can't talk about content specifics.
Yeah. So there's nothing like, because we've one question that people asked was, is Steam the thing we've been holding back all this time, and now that we've been out Steam, we're done?
No. If anything, we've been dying to announce Steam for a while, but it's a complicated history, backstory. The relationship has changed. We're glad to be back on Steam. We know we have a ton of users who we basically abandoned on Steam when State of Decay 2 was announced as a store and Xbox exclusive for Microsoft. And that's just kind of the deal, right? It's the industry. At that time, we were third party. We were working with Microsoft, and they said, "Yeah, we want to publish you. We're going to publish you in our stores." And we said, "Okay, will you write us checks to develop the game?" And they said, "Sure," and it was a done deal. But these days, we're a little more in control of our own destiny. Microsoft has actually given us the keys to the car, and so we can do things like revisit, what stores and what platforms we want to be on. And so, hello, Steam friends, we're coming back. And that's part of the giveaway of State of Decay YOS, Year One Survival Edition.
Yeah.
Is we're just kind of waving our hands and be like, hey guys, yeah, this thing kind of happened, and it's, here we are. And there's 2 editions of the game, and now everyone's got the best edition. There's not going to be a best version of the game and a slightly worse version of the game. For anything we do going forward, if you can get it, you've got the best version. So yeah, YOS is coming out on Steam as a free gift for anyone who didn't already own it. And if you did already own both the Classic and YOS, you get a gift copy in your inventory. You can give it to whoever you want.
Yep. So, and I mean, it only helps our community to grow, right? If you share this game with your friends, it makes our community grow. It means that we can spend more time and more resources continuing to develop State of Decay 2, because there's more of an audience out there who's going to see it, who's going to play it, and that's what we really, we really want as many people out there playing our game as we can, because that lets us keep making it better and better and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So.
So,
So we're not done by any means. Like we've got so many things we want to do with this game, and this is just one step along the way.
yeah. So if you want to do us a favor, you can go tell your friends to wishlist the game on Steam, which helps us. I don't know if you know how the Steam store works, but it's very algorithmic. It's very driven by player interest. So the more players who are interested in a game, the more exposure that game gets. If you want more people to make and love zombie survival games, the best thing you can do is wishlist all the zombie survival games, and people will see that interest is there. So yeah, come give us a hand if you like. Otherwise, just follow the page, and you'll get announcements about what's coming out in early 2020 as we make those announcements. Because Steam has this new library follow feature where you can get news about a game.
One other big question that, so this is not the question, but people have been asking, if they bought the game on Steam, would their saves from the other game, from the earlier editions, be compatible?
We are not 100% solid on that, so I'm not going to commit to it. What we are going to commit to already is that we care about it, we want it to happen, and we will definitely bring your progression. So at the very least, we promise all of your unlocks, all of your achievements, all of the things you've already done on your Xbox Live account, your progression will come with you for sure.
Does that include pre-order bonuses and stuff if they bought certain editions of the game, or do we know?
Not talking about content.
Okay, that's right. Not talking about content. Cool. All right. Well, I believe that our giveaway, the timer has run out, and so I think Megan is now tabulating the winners. And so eventually we'll be able to say, so if it might be too late, so don't bother entering anymore, but we are going to be giving away towards the end of the stream a 6-month Game Pass membership and a couple of original State of Decay signed posters. Bilbo has a question about developing a long-term game like this. How will you know that you are done? At what point do you stick a fork in State of Decay 2?
It's a good question. If we were an independent studio, then the answer would be we stop making it when publishers stop paying us to make it. But now that we're first party and Microsoft has committed to the franchise, we think there's a lot of legs on it. State of Decay 2 is a great platform to learn more about where can we take the genre, what can we do, what can we accomplish. And so, at some point, I'm sure it's not a giant surprise to say we will probably work on a brand new game. It may probably be State of Decay 3 or something, but who knows? But right now, we're working on State of Decay 2 because it's already there. And there's no longer this expectation that you just, you ship it and then you make the next one right away. There's this expectation of live support. And so we're using it as an opportunity to learn how to do that live support.
Yeah, and so in the future, at some point, as we do make other games, the lessons we learn right now from supporting and developing and expanding State of Decay 2 are going to be invaluable. Are going to make the next thing we do, whatever it is, be much better. And so it really is in our interest and in the interest of everyone who loves State of Decay for us to keep supporting State of Decay 2 for as long as we possibly can.
Use that wish list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Again, the more numbers we get, the more we can show our audience is growing, the easier it is to justify too. So if you make it easy for us, we will do our best to make it good for you.
And with that, we've got some winners. So first off, we've got winners of the 2 posters that I showed earlier. They're way over there hiding from us right now so we don't accidentally roll our chairs over them. But the winners are Emma Rose and SXO 6 Maze 1. So you two, make sure that if Megan doesn't find a way to get in contact with you, contact her at social@undeadlabs.com and say that who you are and that you're ready for your prize. So those are for the 2 posters. So that goes to Emma Rose and SXO. The winner of this Game Pass membership is Mitch SGG. Wait, no, I'm sorry. No. I got that wrong. That was just Mitch asked a question. Mitch did not win. I'm so sorry, Mitch. I just had a Warren Beatty moment there. I apologize. I was misreading my stuff. Epic Discord Connection 69. That's who got this. So I'm so sorry for giving you a little bit of a heart attack there, Mitch.
Mitch, send us an email. We'll send you a sticker.
We'll get you something, I promise.
We'll send you something for that.
I'm really sorry for that. Yeah, wow. And the winner of this Game Pass thing is La La Land. So there we go. So Epic Discord Connections. Make sure you get in contact with Megan. She'll try to contact you, or send an email to social@undeadlabs.com. We'll make something happen. Anyway, so Mitch had a question apparently, which was, can you say a funny bug that you experienced while developing?
Oh boy.
Once we solve them, I put them out of my head so I can think about new ones.
Yeah, I mean they're all terrifying and horrible until we solve them, and then they're funny for a day, and then we immediately wipe our brains.
Yeah, exactly.
Because more are waiting around the
Yeah,
corner.
because there's always more terrible, horrible things we have to fix.
Let me think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So, And Brant is still here too, for those of you who are wondering.
Yeah.
Funny bugs from either. Okay, so one of my favorite ones from Heartland, I think we've talked about this on the air before, was one of the missions that I was in charge of developing in Heartland was the one where we introduced Chavez. And Chavez would do this thing where basically if you let his mission expire, and you were far away, you never engaged with his mission, he would die. Because he was infected with blood plague and stuff like that. So basically the story was, if you don't get to him fast enough, he's dead. And so the problem was, you could go and talk to him, invite him as a follower, and then unpin his mission and go do other missions and run off. And so that timer on his mission would start ticking down and ticking down and ticking down. And if it hit 0, you'd be walking around with Chavez, and suddenly his head would explode for no reason. And one time it actually happened, like the video we had, it was like you're in the middle of a conversation with someone else, and Chavez is right there, and then he suddenly just, boom, his head just explodes. Because when we kill a character in State of Decay, we always explode their head to explain why they didn't come back as a zombie. And so that was just really, really weird. So we ended up changing it so that as long as you'd engaged with the mission, he wouldn't just die right there on top of you. So that was probably my favorite funny bug that happened, in my work.
I can't, like Henry described it perfectly. I literally get rid of the bugs out of my brain. Otherwise, I'm going to lose important things like Men at Work lyrics.
So Susan just reminded us of another one. She said, Geoffrey, remember when you exiled someone from the second floor of a house? So we were upstairs. Right. We were upstairs in the suburban home, and we were testing out exiling people. So we exiled the person, and he's like, "Oh man!" And he got kind of angry, and he turned around and just ran and leapt out of a window. Just immediately
dove straight out the window.
I'm pretty sure that's still in the game. I don't think we did anything to fix that. That's just a way you can leave a house if you want to. So, that was great. So we've only got 4 minutes left. So if folks have any other questions, that will be great to hear.
Henry's disembodied voice is going to chime in from over here too. Oh, hey, look, it swivels.
Yeah,
they don't need to see me anymore.
So good news. We weren't sure on the timing of the precise timing of the giveaway for Yoast.
Oh yeah.
But that is going live starting at 4 o'clock, and I'm told that it will be less than half an hour before everybody receives their copy. Boink. So by 4:30 today, if you own State of Decay Classic, you will now have a giftable copy of State of Decay Yoast to claim for yourself or to give away.
So if you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch and like
Sorry,
sort of,
I should say specifically on Steam. If you own it on Xbox 360, thank you very much. Thanks for playing.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, so if you're watching the video of this, I mean, by the time I've baked out the video, this will already be true. So go check your Steam inventory and see, if you bought the original State of Decay 1 on Steam, go check your Steam inventory because you should have a copy of Year 1 Survival Edition. So go in there, especially if you never played Breakdown, if you never played Lifeline, if you never engaged with Cleo, if you never got into a knife fight in the original State of Decay, go check out the Year 1 Survival Edition. There's a lot of stuff in there that you haven't seen. And yeah, I think that's about it, actually. So we've got 2 minutes left.
I'm going to go step out and make sure this happens.
All right, I'm going to go switch back into Brant mode. That little noise that I made, that's the noise of rotating cameras. Yeah. Let's see here.
The last thing I do is I'm going to try and get to the secret weapon stash that I put in so that I could get really good weapons when we were making the game, and then I just forgot to take it out when we shipped.
Are you gonna get there in 2 minutes?
There's
Futter's pie. That's way more important.
Pie.
Futter's acres of pie. So when we were asked about our favorite funny bugs, people in the chat kept mentioning the cars that explode when you repair them. And I'm sorry, that is not funny.
That is so not funny.
That was just only embarrassing. Oh yeah, the hilarious sound bug that we had.
It's
where
still
the game,
embarrassing because I saw it happen just like a couple days ago.
We've made it better. It is better than it used to be. But yeah, and of course there was always that sound bug where we would suddenly screech into the microphone and then all the sound would break.
No.
For the rest of reality. That also was hilarious. We loved that one. Oh, Fred Garvin says, tell the story about the swearing priest. Why don't we end with the story of the swearing priest?
Okay. We periodically, one of the things that was important to us was trying to model the behavior of people in crisis. Look at how strong I am.
Yeah.
Push that thing out of the way.
Crush all the
they
zombies.
can follow me up here. Cars are not safe in this game.
Oh, yeah, I will play the game while you talk.
And because that's zombie canon, it's never about what zombies do right, it's about what people do wrong, right? And that's how the zombies win in movies and stuff, is when somebody goes crazy. So we tried to make it so everybody, oh, you drove right into a danger zone. Perfect.
Sweet.
So we would periodically have people getting in arguments and stuff, and the pastor, who provides words of comfort over the radio.
His whole goal, his whole job is to be upbeat. And
Yeah, he's
kind
giving,
and happy.
Yeah, he's giving you hope. Got in an argument with one of the other survivors. I can't remember who it was. It might have been a random who spurred him onto this. But you go through your list of what people had been saying, and one of them was, Pastor Will says, I will shiv you like a prison bitch.
Just because we hadn't differentiated it to make sure that it was different for him than for everyone else. This is how we love to end games of Lifeline.
Oh, wait, you have got a grenade!
Oh, is it too late? Is it too late?
Oh,
it's
because
too
I didn't
late.
have it, no!
Oh, we didn't do the Blaze of Glory. Sorry.
Because
I wasn't
tried
ready.
to eat pie instead of throw a grenade.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, bummer.
Oh, okay, well, hey, well, we recorded a game clip because that's what we did in the Year One Survival Edition. Anyway, we're over time. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, everybody who bought the original game and made it possible for us to keep working on this franchise for as long as we have.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Oh, and that's all of you, because whether you joined the game at the very beginning and helped us then, or you're playing State of Decay 2 and helping us now, whatever you've done, you've made such a difference to our lives, and so we appreciate it. We're trying to give back to you as much as we can. So
Geoffrey can afford to do this to his hair.
this is a very expensive hairdo. It's kind of horrifying how expensive this hairdo is. So anyway, we are going to get out of here.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go wish list it on Steam,
That's right.
even if you're not going to buy it.
Yeah, no, buy it. It's a good game.